wanted to just quickly show you my new kitchen renovation. Hey guys, Kellen here. So for the last couple weeks I've been working on my kitchen and I've been trying to add as much value as I can without spending a lot of money. So what I've been doing is painting and backsplash, some drywall work, and what I'm left with is a kitchen that doesn't look like it was made in 1883, and this is what it looks like now. So, what I really wanted to start with in this kitchen was the cabinets. They were old and wood, and I thought about replacing them, but I decided to just paint them and see how it turned out. The floor tiles were the same thing used on the backsplash, so it looked like the flooring just went up the wall. There was an old brown countertop, and I had a ceiling fan with 3 candelabra bulbs, all very dim. So I picked up a new light fixture from Restore that had 5 bulbs, which really helped to brighten things up. And then I took all of the cabinet doors off and sanded them down and started painting. Then I moved straight along to sanding down the cabinet doors and painting them. It probably would have been smart to prime them first, but the paint stuck really well. It was just a melamine paint that I picked up at Home Depot. It's a really nice and bright. It covered up the wood really well. So the fun part, I started removing the floor tiles off the wall, and I just took a flathead screwdriver and popped them all off. So you can see I had a nice wall that I would need to skim coat, but first I needed to patch these holes. So I made a butterfly patch that I learned actually on Paul's Toolbox YouTube channel.
And it in a couple of inches. What I'm going to do is take my razor blade and just put some score marks on it. Now this can break real easily. And I'll take my first piece and peel it off. There you go. Now we have 2 templates right up on the center of that hole. This one's ready for this plug. I take a damp rag and I wet this. Put it right in that hole. Hold one end while I feather outward.
It works really well. It left me with solid patches. I definitely recommend making these yourself. They're completely free and they go along really well with the whole concept of a frugal renovation. Make a bunch of them using scrap drywall that you may have laying around. So you can see I made a few of them. I definitely patched a lot of holes with this method. So then I used a drywall primer and sealer just to get rid of all the loose cardboard that was fraying. It would have made a difficult job for the skim coat. So this is my first set of mudding, and I sanded, and then I did a second coat of mudding. And then I actually went and removed the countertop. This is something else I'd never done, but it was just a few screws, quickly disconnect the plumbing, and it popped right out. So I gave Rycor a call at my lunchtime on a Friday, and I said, hey, can you guys make me a countertop? It just needs to be 7 feet long, and I need the one end finished. They said sure, and I actually went and picked it up right after work. So the countertop was already the length and width I needed right from the store, so I just got my jigsaw and cut out the hole that I needed for the sink. You don't have to be perfectly accurate here. As long as you're relatively close, the lip of the sink is going to cover up the edge on the countertop. It gives you a little bit of room for play, and the sink will fit just fine. Then came a couple days of painting, so I started by priming the whole kitchen because I wanted to make sure to seal in all of the drywall, and then I moved on to my first coat of paint, and then I did another second coat of paint. On the edges I used a cut-in tool, which was only like $5, and it really helped expedite the process. I made sure to use a nice white paint on the baseboard and on the window trim. It really helped everything pop a little more. So I found a really nice marble backsplash on Kijiji. It was $6 a square foot. Anything like this in store would be well into the $20 per square foot. I borrowed a friend's tile saw, just a wet saw, which I'd never used before. I just took my time and it ended up being not so bad at all. The guy I met on Kijiji was great. He actually gave me some leftover adhesive that he had, so I saved a little money there. And he actually gave me a grouting tool, which saved me another $10 or $15. I definitely recommend striking up a short conversation with people that you meet on Kijiji, whether you're buying or selling. I've met some really interesting people, and sometimes they have more things that you might want to purchase from them, or maybe they're working on a project that you'd be interested in. It's always worth striking up a conversation because honestly, you never know where it could lead. So here's the final result. It just feels a lot cleaner, a lot more modern. It has a nice little shelf that I installed with a couple of small L brackets. And I had some leftover countertop from when I cut the sink out that I used behind the stove. It just gave me a little bit more space to put things down. And of course it matched perfectly because it was built from the same countertop. Overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It took a lot of my time, but it really didn't cost me very much. That's exactly what I wanted from this project. I'm left with a kitchen that I'm a lot more comfortable in. It feels clean. I can enjoy this while I'm living here, and if I go to rent this unit out in the future, I can be confident that tenants are going to enjoy it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know the parts you enjoyed about it, the parts that I could work on. I really want to put some more videos out soon, so any feedback at this stage would really be helpful. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video.